It's me, Steve. Have you seen Blue, my puppy? Oh, come on in. You're just in time. I was just about to sit down in my thinking chair. Right. But first, I need my handy dandy notebook. Let's try to figure out Blue's clues. Now, what does Blue want the title of the video to be? The clues are Michael Jackson, Halloween, and Phil Kessel. Let's see, does Blue want Phil Kessel to beat it? Because that would be scary. The Leafs need him. Why do you have a raccoon scribbled in your book? It's a cat, actually. Woo! Are you just gonna get hammered? Get me a toaster. Magic Angel Robot from Winnipeg. What the hell are you talking about? This team is ruining my life. Now let's see. Michael Jackson plus Halloween and Phil the Thrill. Blue wants to call the video Thriller. We just figured out Blue's clues. 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 Leafs beat Columbus 4-1. Yeah. Okay, now can I take these stupid things off? And how much did that shirt cost? More than a guy with a mortgage should be willing to admit. The Leafs win! 4-1 over the Columbus Blue Jackets in Columbus, Ohio! Alright, so Columbus had an injury-depleted lineup. So what? Who cares a bunch of their guys were hurt? Who cares if it was McElhinney in net instead of Bobrovsky? 2 points is 2 points, son, gotta eat. And you guys have put the dangle jinx in my head. Yeah, it's your fault. Because before the game, I'm like, this is exactly the kind of game that the Leafs have to win. And as I sent that, I'm like, oh poop. I said if the Leafs are a playoff team, then that's exactly the sort of game they should win, to which a lot of you responded with the exact same thing. Well, it's because they're not a playoff team. Oh, aren't you all so clever? But I was right, wasn't I? And the Leafs, and dare I say, Randy Carlyle played that game masterfully. The key is getting that first goal. If Phil Kessel doesn't point at that net, it's a whole different game. But goal scorers know when they scored. I'm looking at the replay like, come on, Phil, you didn't score. Oh my God, he scored. And that puts the Leafs up 1-0 against a team that had their number big time last year. Then Dion Phaneuf puts a shot on. Phaneuf and friends weren't putting shots on all night. David Clarkson, beep, perfect tip. Davy Clarkman. And the Leafs are up 2-0 now. And knowing that the Leafs kind of had to take on, the Chicago Blackhawks just a few hours later, Carlyle limited some of his players' minutes, namely guys like Kadri and Kessel. Which is important anyway, but it's extra important with the injury to Joffrey Lupul, which we'll get to, and luckily it paid off. In the little time that Kessel and Kadri were on the ice after that, Kessel, beautiful setup to Kadri, 3-0 goal, didn't even look fair. And the funny thing, and this is why it's gotta suck to be a goalie facing Phil Kessel, you knew he was going to pass the whole time. He was very obviously not gonna not pass to Nazem Kadri. Come on, McElhinney, you know he's passing. Except what if he doesn't? Then you're completely screwed. Justin Bourne wrote a great piece on Phil Kessel's shot recently. It's not even that it's one of the hardest or most accurate shots. He doesn't even wind up for the thing. So when the Leafs get a 2-on-1 and the guy with the puck on the 2-on-1 is Phil Kessel, you're a little bit screwed. You're kind of guessing. Besides, goalie's supposed to take the guy with the puck and hope his defenseman can take away the pass. He didn't. Beautiful goal. So there you have it. Phil Kessel sets up Nazem Kadri for a goal that gives the Leafs a 3-goal lead in the third period. What could go wrong? I tweeted that out and a few people were like, I don't get it. And the ones who did get it were really sad, and I'm sorry. And then the Blue Jackets scored. I'm sorry, Dangle Jinx, I take it back. Oh, Daniel Winnick scored. Daniel Winnick, you national treasure. You know I love Komarov. You know I've got lots of nice things to say about Mike Santorelli and a bunch of the other guys the Leafs picked up this offseason. Daniel Winnick has probably been the most valuable so far. 3 points in his 500th career NHL game. Guy was a 9th round pick. There's only 7 rounds nowadays. Meaning if Daniel Winnick was draft eligible today, all the people before him would have got drafted, and then there would have been like 60 spares before they even got to him. Don't give up on your dreams. Speaking of which, Joffrey Lupul. You can't even get mad at him for being soft. It's a broken bone. A lot of Leaf fans were getting on him, and it's really not fair. I highly doubt he's like, ooh, my precious, ooh. But the guy has the luck of Super Dave. Hey, Joffrey, can you stand on this box with a giant spring under it? Well, I'm on my way to a photo shoot, but I guess I could for 1 second. Ah! And he's been having such a good season so far. Get well soon, Joffrey. Don't go anywhere. Don't even move. Just stand perfectly still in like a earthquake-proof, tornado-proof basement. And don't stand next to any shelves. And make sure there's nothing on the floor. And wear a thick sweater. Basements are cold. Well, that's all the time we have for this video because the Leafs play again in a few hours. So now it's time for So Long. Just give me the camera. Your singing's gonna give me nightmares.